GM or Chrysler. We've been led to believe that this is going to result in a speedier deal, but honestly, we don't know. Ford lost $13 billion last year and we're expecting they need a lot more than GM or Chrysler got at the bargaining table.
Break down also some more of the specifics about what Ford needs to wring out of the union.
Well, Alan Mulally, who's a CEO of Ford Motor Company, has said that he needs for this deal to bring their costs in line or in parity with the costs of Toyota and Honda in North America. And some people say they maybe even need a little bit more than that to get back on track. Ford's going to be launching 2 new key products next year, the Ford Flex, which is a crossover, and a new version of the F-150, which still makes up about 30% of the sales at Ford Motor Company. And they need their costs to be as low as possible, so when and if those revenues start pouring in, that they can come out in a positive way.
Sarah, what about the ability to hire more non-union workers or shifting some job descriptions to non-union employees? Is that something that Ford's going to be looking at?
Well, GM, one of the key things that they got in that deal was the ability to bring on non-core workers, or what they're calling non-core workers, and to pay them a lower wage. However, at Ford, they had already started to do that a little bit. What they had been doing in the last year or so is getting each plant on a plant-by-plant basis to ratify what they called competitive operating agreements. And those agreements were allowing Ford to hire in non-core people at lower wages. So now that GM got that deal, it doesn't benefit Ford as much. So we're anticipating that Ford will probably have yet another buyout where they get rid of another 10,000 or so workers perhaps and bring in workers at a much lower wage.
I wonder from a negotiating point of view if it's better for Ford to be going third here, or would the officials there have rather to have gone first, given their situation? We talked about how the problems might be bigger at Ford. Now that the other 2 deals are done, does it help or hurt?
Ford wanted to be first. I'll be candid. They were pretty upfront about that. But given that they weren't able to go first, they did say that their preference was to go last. It does, being first or last does kind of give you some advantage in getting a special deal. For the union, though, the best place to go for a deal was General Motors, and that's why they chose GM.
And what about, quickly, Sarah, what about this health care trust that's set up to essentially offload the health care liabilities to the union? Are we looking for the same thing there?
Absolutely. We're expecting Aviva to come out of this deal with Ford. The only thing that will be up in the air is how they fund it and at what kind of rate. We've been hearing like 70 cents on the dollar was the discount that GM and Chrysler got. It might be a little less at Ford. We don't know. It depends on what the union can extract in return. Perhaps they can, get a few more promises to keep plants open in return for taking less payment in terms of Aviva.
Okay. Sarah Webster, thank you so much with the Detroit Free Press. Thanks for joining us, Sarah. We'll have you back as these negotiations go on.
And from those problems Ford to tire safety, we are moving America on Fox Business Today. Back with a look at some of the top tire choices from Consumer Reports. That's next.
Next.
Your first and last stop in finance news.
With all the right market moves.
We've got you covered
on Fox Business.
You just got those glasses scratched already? Introducing the Original Lens Doctor, the fast, easy way to fix scratches in your glasses and make them good as new again. The secret is the space-age clear polymer that fills microscopic scratches and imperfections on the surface of the lens, then dries to a hard, protective surface with a special UV inhibitor. Amazing! The Original Lens Doctor works on eyeglasses, reading glasses, sunglasses, protective goggles, clear or prescription. If it's scratched or even just cloudy, the Original Lens Doctor will repair it. Watch, we're scratching these expensive glasses on purpose. What a mess! But the Original Lens Doctor glides on silky smooth, instantly filling the surface imperfections. Just slide over the lens surface with the unique angle tip applicator. The clear polymers in the Original Lens Doctor go to work, repairing even the toughest scratches and surface imperfections like magic. It really is amazing!
I have an odd prescription, so I pay a lot every time I get glasses. And it's a big deal when I scratch them. But with Lens Doctor, I just fill and seal the scratches, and my glasses are good as new, and I save hundreds.
The Lens Doctor even works miracles on these cheap sunglasses. I just clean, fill in the scratches, and that's it. Good as new.
No replacing glasses for one minor scratch, and the Original Lens Doctor won't damage or change your prescription. Now, on this special TV offer, get the Original Lens Doctor cleaning solution.